Oh, that's a beautiful angle to start a vlog from. Well, that's slightly better. Chin Chin, good morning on Monday. We're drinking from the Denby today. It's that kind of day to drink from the Denby. You know what I mean, don't you? It's a Denby kind of day. Yes, indeed. Happy financial new year. This is my tax return. Look at that. And all of the papers and receipts inside. Look how I've nicely put them in no order whatsoever. Why don't I put them in order? I used to. I used to print out and then staple them, and then I was like, fuck it. If anyone is going to check my account, my receipts are there. They can bloody do that. Innit? So that's it done. I know it's in a pretty box as well. Yes, so that was exciting. Sunday morning doing my tax return. I didn't wait up until midnight like I do sometimes. Do it in the morning, which is actually a better idea because I forget just how many questions there are, and I'm there going, what does that mean? What's one of them? And the actual thing is just, I'm actually just answering no to everything. Do I have any offshore property? No. Do I own farmland? Am I claiming capital gains allowance for the... No. If I don't know what they are, I probably don't have them. That's my answer to that. Yeah, so that was all done. That's good. It was about what I thought in tax for me to pay, but I don't actually owe anything just yet, which is quite nice. Because I've overpaid. So I will continue to pay into my HMRC account because, one, I can't be bothered to change the direct debit and then reset it up again at a later date. I'll just carry on. And there you go. And it just means that, it's all done. It's something I don't have to think about, and it is done. Excellent. I've had a lovely weekend. I hope you have too. Went for, mooch about and stuff and a bit of shopping and things. And then yesterday went to a car boot sale. My first one of the year. I know lots of people's, they've been doing them all year round and stuff, or like they started up a few months ago or whatever. We went to one up in Hengoed, which is... It's about a 40-minute drive from here, and it was worth it. It was really good. I spent £55, and I got a whole bunch of items that you can see over on my Instagram if you want to have a peep there. About 10 or 11 bits of silver included in that, including a really nice chunky sterling silver chain, which I think in itself was 30 grams. So well chuffed. And got a Pandora bracelet and some nice vintage bits and some tarot cards, which turned out to be vintage and quite rare and stuff. I know it's niche, but but yeah, that was awesome. And then came home and did a whatnot show. We did a mystery unbagging. Some stuff I've kept for myself, and they're over there because seller's prerogative. But then some stuff that was beautiful, I was go on for sale. The last item, that was lovely. It was like a Hawaiian lei, the pretty pinky whitey flowers, all enameled over sterling silver. Absolutely gorgeous. That was really nice. There was a lovely bit of labradorite in there as well. Some cool chunky necklaces and stuff, and some pretty little bracelets. One had a little paw print and a bone on it. That was adorable. Yeah, so it was a good show. And then there's some beads in there which I could have sworn that they look just like lavender jade. I'll show you now. But Sid said no. The Presidium tester unfortunately said no. Don't they? They look like lavender jade. I mean, the tassel needs a seeing to, but that's gorgeous colour beads. I honestly would have put money on them being lavender jade, but no. And then this bangle turned up in there as well. Apparently it is silver Tibetan, not Tibetan silver. That's a different thing. But yeah, that is actually sterling silver on the outside there. And someone's got one listed identical to this, but brass on the inside. They've got it listed on Etsy for like £96 or something. Was it 96 euros? 96 something, so anyway. A few pounds. And I found other ones quite similar to them as well, and they range between, you know, like 80 to I think the most expensive I saw was 300 and something, but that was a really wide one. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I just like those beads. They just, honestly, they even feel like jade. They are like colder than cold, you know. But Sid says no. Maybe he needs to calibrate. I don't know. We'll try it again, maybe. Or maybe I just need to come to the terms with them not being jade. And go, well, do you know what? They look like jade. I still like them. That's fine. Do you know what? My eBay last week was freaking dead, like all week. I've got 2 item not received open. Neither of them my fault. It's not because I've like posted them late or anything. One of this is a GSP one. So I just have to kind of wait for that one to like tick over, because there's nothing you can do about a GSP one. It's like, it's an eBay thing. So I know that I won't lose any money on it, because if it is lost, eBay refund the buyer without charge to me. And then the other one I'm not sure of, because I've got to message eBay about that today. Because it's apparently they tried to deliver 3 times. I don't know why, and it's like on its way back, and so I don't know what happens there. So I will again let eBay decide that one. I think it's with a lot of things, like I think as long as the seller shows you know, responsibility for things, you know, then sometimes eBay do actually side with you. But I don't know. Whatever happens, I leave it up to the eBay gods, you know. There we go. So yeah, like my eBay week was dire. I mean, like this is how it goes. So on the second day, on Wednesday, £28, Thursday, £29, Friday, £50, Saturday, £23. 4 days in a row of shocking. I mean, what can you do? Because I had 2 returns open. And then suddenly yesterday, £166. So it might have something to do with nice weather. That is definitely a thing. People shop less a bit online when it's nice weather. They tend to... this is what I noticed when I worked in Blockbusters. On a Sunday, even though it was only our 3rd busiest day of the week, but on Sundays we would sell way more ice cream than on any other day. Way more of the expensive, like Haagen-Dazs, like £5 a tub ice cream. And it's because on a Sunday, people feel miserable about going to work on the Monday, and so they go, oh, I'll just treat myself. So it could partially be that, why it had a spike yesterday. And then partially as well, like I said, sunny weather and things, but then it was sunny yesterday. But yeah, when it's the first bit of sun, unless you're selling like super soakers, and, you know, swimming costumes, I guess, and things like that, you know, outdoorsy type things, like sales do kind of go down. If you're selling DVDs and like books and jigsaw puzzles, a little bit less when it's sunny. Unsurprising, because people are like, I'm not staying in, I'm going out to the pub in my swimming costume and snorkel. And super soaker. That's true. True story. Generally though, I'm quite lucky. Jewellery tends to be an all-round thing. You know, always need a bit of jewellery for an event, don't you? Of course you do. Or for a treat because you have done your tax return, like how I bought that, and very well spotted, some of you, the Glen, I don't know how to say his surname, Lere, I'm going with. That little circular ring, Taurus cut. Basically, this guy, who unfortunately died quite recently, was a gem cutter, like an award-winning gem cutter. So he did unusual cuttings of designs, and that's why I was really attracted to like the circular, and then it's all faceted underneath. Yeah, so that's why I got that ring. I thought it was very unusual, and then I looked inside and I was like, oh, nice one. So yeah, well spotted, some of you folks that was like, is that a Glen? Yeah, it's a Glen. Yeah. But I'm chuffed with that. So, you know, sometimes you do have to treat yourself, and why not too? Why not? Yes, it was a good Whatnot show yesterday. My parcels are all done and over there, waiting to get picked up this afternoon by, not Martin. I've got some eBay stuff down there to be picked up by actual Martin. And then I have got Saturday and Sunday sales to go out on eBay. There's 12 of those, although some of them are like going to the same person. One whole Vinted order. Yep. And then a cracking, I've got to say, you know, when it's like 8 sales, like cracking, well, obviously it is to some people, but on Etsy, 8 sales. I think I know why. 4 of them are going to the United States. I am guessing that they want to sneak in some sales before the tariffs go up. So that's what I'm thinking happened there, because 2 of them certainly were on like quite expensive items, like as in over or around about 100 odd pound items. So they probably wanted to miss out on the tariffs, and I do not bloody blame them. I'm sure they didn't vote for that. But yeah, there we go. So 8 over on Etsy, and I'm really chuffed with that, because that's you know, that's some hundreds of pounds going into my account later on today. So that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Yay. So I am chuffed with the weekend. It's been nice. It's been nice weather. Been in a good mood. Had nice company. A couple of days in a row went to you know, went for out like in the daytimes and just sat outside. I sat outside Corvo Lounge on the Friday as well. Didn't film that though, because that was just a random wander around town with someone else, but that was nice. And then, like I said, went around with Jordan as well, and then yesterday, and it was just it's felt good, and it's felt good being out in the sunshine and the vitamin D and sitting outside. And it's meant to be all nice again this week, and I'm like, when am I going to do listing? Do you know what? Make hay while the sun shines. That's what I say. I know I should be listing, and I might do some tomorrow or something. But do you know what? The most important thing, I think, sometimes is just to enjoy a bit of life, isn't it? And buy things. Yep. So I might go somewhere today. I do quite fancy actually Abergavenny on Wednesday. So we'll see about that. That is a possibility. I'll see if Mum wants to go, but it is a heck of a trek from the train station into town. That's the only issue. But I said, like, let's just get a taxi from the train station. There's bound to be a local one that we can just buzz and take us in, you know, because she has feet that are not, yeah. But yeah, so that might be an idea for Wednesday if it is going to be a nice week. So yeah, I'm going to make hay while the sun shines, and I'm not going to probably do any listing today, or maybe I'll do some in the evening. I don't know. But it is not something that. Also, I may be considering switching more over to Vinted, although I must say Vinted reports are incorrect. How do I know this? Because I printed off Vinted report that was like and it shows all the transactions, and it said that that I had all these transactions like over the summer, and I was like, that is actually wrong, because I didn't have anything on my Vinted account up until like September-ish. Like it was nothing there, like nothing sold. So I don't know what's gone on there. That is an anomaly. So I'm have decided to change the way that I record my Vinted things, and basically like whatever I sell on there, I'm only going to cash out like once a week or maybe even once a fortnight, so that I can see the transactions, the outs, and record those instead of trusting their reports, because I much rather trust money going into my account. Or maybe I can just do it that way, just look up Vinted on my ins. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's cool. That works out. That's what I'll do. But I might list more on Vinted rather than eBay, so such as little job lots of jewellery and things like that, I might put on Vinted rather than on eBay. So I might try that for a bit as well, rather than just shoving them all on there. Anyway, sorry, brain splurge, 15 minutes of it. You're welcome. I'm going to go and grab what is going out today, which will probably also take another however long. Feel free to skip ahead to something more interesting. I can't promise that there is anything more interesting, but feel free to skip ahead anyway. Okay, so this is what is going out over on Vinted. The one sale of the sterling silver sparkly CZ cross necklace, that sold for £9. On eBay, oh, what's that, is it? Oh, someone else has paid for something. Oh, I'll have to get them later. Oh well. This is a cute little pair of earrings. It's like a little boy and a little girl figure, and they look like they're reaching in for a kiss. They sold for £4.99. This person has bought 2 items, and they bought this big chonker of a necklace, and then this wrap bracelet for £19.99. I'm going to cough, hold on. That's better. Okay, next one is from a viewer. Hello, hello, Michelle. Michelle says she's finally popped her biscuit. And made a purchase, and she made a really lovely purchase as well. So these are little gold plated with real gemstone, lovely half hoop earrings. They're really pretty. God, I remember testing them, but I can't remember where they came from. So many bits of jewellery passed my hands. They went for £7.99. Right, now someone else has bought a bunch of clip-on earrings, but it's all on separate lines. Right, £12.74 for these Trifari ones. £14.99 for these lovely sparkly pansies. I think they're really pretty. Oh, they got a necklace as well. £9.34 for this modernist steel tube one. And then £14.44 for these Kigu. K-I-G-U. They also make like compact, you know, musical ones and things like that. So look out for them because they are collectible. Next one, £44.96 for a Durberg Kern ring. And then 3 Victoria Emerson wrap bracelets. One of them has the pouch and then the other 2 don't. So yeah, £44.96 for those. Next up, a carved agate lovely leaf. That's rather cool. That went for £9.59. Some squiggly clip-on earrings. Aren't they fun? Very 80s kind of vibe for that one. They are £8.99. A little man in the moon pin. That went for £3.39. And then a little job lot of silver tone brooches went for £12.99. I'm going to have another little cough and a drink and come back with my Etsy sales. Okay, so first up is this Brutalist awesome big square sterling silver. In fact, everything is sterling. No, I've got 1 pewter and 1 bronze. I do lie. Most things are sterling silver. That one I bought in Leon. Yep, I did indeed. And that went for, what was that? £35, I think. Yeah, £35 for that one. Next up, a sterling silver Italian flat, and then it's got this like alternating matte and shiny finish to it. Lovely necklace. That went for £20. Oh, these are cool. These very modernist, bizarre shaped earrings. Aren't they? They're like a torpedo, spiky torpedo things. Very cool. They went for, hang on, click on that and it'll actually tell me somewhere. 16.99 those ones. They're probably by some designer, but I couldn't find out who, but there we go. Another thing that was purchased in Lyon, actually this is on my Lyon and Paris trip, so I have updated all of my figures for these. This went for £25 and it is a sterling silver little keepsake, and it has got some original hair in there. I'm presuming they are going to either get rid of the hair or use it for cloning. Who knows? That's one of them going over to America as well, that one. Some more really unusual earrings. These are like long spirals, so you like have to wind them through, but they're very cool. And they're going up to Scotland, and they were £15, those ones. This is beautiful. This is another one that's going over to America. This is a gorgeous Irish cladder ring, but look at the detail all the way around there. Isn't that lush? That is really nice, that one. And that sold for, is that £30? £34.99, that one. Very nice. Bonkers sale. This was £90 sale. Also going over to America. Let's go to San Francisco. San Francisco. Alcatraz. This is a Rune Tennismed modernist necklace. Isn't that awesome? In pewter and glass. Absolutely wonderful. Yep. So that sold for £90. And then the last one also going over to America. I think so. Is that Texas? Where's it going to? Where's their address? I don't know. Delivery info. New Tazewell. No idea. Don't know where New Tazewell is. So shall we Google it? Let's do a quick Google search with Google. Let's see what the place is like. Tennessee! Well, my friend Yabrel lives in Tennessee, but he lives in Nashville. Is New Tazewell a good place to live? Small town with a lot of nothing. Aside from a few small shops and the underfunded park, there is not really much to do. Bad jobs, bad drivers, bad schools, but it looks nice. Oh, well that's at... Oh God, hang on. The population in the 2020 census was 2,769. Wow. That's wow, that's Ickle Place. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Anyway, yes, sorry, it's this one that's going. And it is something I bought in Paris. And it's rather rude. Look. Yes, I know. So she's a bronze figure by Julian Snelling in the 1970s. She's a famous, you can pose her. She can sit like that. She can sit like that. You can wear her as a pendant, you know. But yes, I remember picking that up because I bought two other things at the same time, one of which was a little bat brooch that sold like instantly because it was adorable. And I remember going like, oh, you're taking a risk on that one, but it is finally sold. And yes, it's going over to this lovely place in Tennessee. And it sold for, hang on, $139.99. There we go. Where was this one? And this one was going to San Francisco. Yes. So, cool sales, and we've learned something about a small town in Tennessee. Isn't that lovely? Right, I'm going to package these up and then probably have a shower and get dressed, I should imagine. And then, oh, it's only 9:20 at the moment. That's good. I'm running exactly on time. I'm going to get myself another drink. I'm going to get some electrolytes. Ooh. Ah, that's better. Come out in the garden. I've decided like not to go anywhere, like just to do posts and things like that, but I'm not gonna. I did think about going up to my stake, but nah, I'm gonna potter around the house. And we've also got like someone from our tenancy agency coming round to basically we've been without a dishwasher for ages, like, and contractors keep dropping out on us and stuff, so he's coming around to just take a look at things and try and sort things out. So he's coming around in about half hour or so. But I think think just some time in the garden with the cats would be nice. The mum's down there digging stuff. Bend at the knees, mother. Bend at the knees. Then you won't get up again, okay. Tilda's out here. Shizuma I brought down and she's there hiding. Tilda just kind of half chased her in, but I'll get her out. I'll get her out. Come on, Shizuma, you'll be fine. Well, Shizuma still hasn't managed to make it outside. So come in for some lunch. I'm doing some scrambled eggs and bacon and tomatoes for everyone. Lush. Nom, 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 nom. Just sitting outside with a coffee. Oh, it's such a lush day. Well, Shizuma's still hiding in the back room. She's like in the sofa, like literally in it, hiding away, and she's grumbling and she doesn't want to come out. So I'm just going to leave her in there, like with the back doors open for a couple of hours and no one in the garden, and just hope that she ventures out a bit. Meanwhile, I still don't fancy doing any listing because I've decided I'm going to have a listing day tomorrow, because we are going to go Abergavenny on Wednesday and then I'm going to watch telly on Thursday. So listing day tomorrow. I don't fancy it today. What I do fancy doing though is finally sorting out my 2 chests of drawers. Exciting stuff, eh? I know. Okay, so this is so far. No, I need those things. This is stuff that I've sorted. These are all of my perfumes, nail stuff, and then some makeup in there and things. So that's all fine. This is all stuff that can go in the bathroom. So there's all this. It's so much, just like little things of stuff. Like there you go, like cleany things. See, nice cleany things, body creams, shampoo bar, which I will use that one, and body butters and baby oil, you know, for lubing up, and eye masks and things. So I'm going to put all of them in the bathroom with the hopes that, like, I mean, look, hyaluronic serum, but just like a little thing of it, you know? So, like, I'm going to hope that we'll just, like, go through it. That's for the recycling. This is for shredding. It's all of my aftercare stuff from when I had operations at the Spire. That is stuff yet to sort out that I just don't fancy doing today. It's basically stuff that I've got to decide whether I want to, you know, or, well, where it goes in the house, if I'm keeping it, or if I'm donating it, or whatever, or, you know, if I need that cable, because I don't know what it is. It's basically just all mystery stuff right now. It's stuff that is not perfectly sorted, like these. Obviously, that's going to go in with bedding. I might actually just shove that under my bed, because I've got an ottoman bed where I keep all of my accounts, strangely enough. And then that's a bag of rubbish. So I feel like that's a good jobbed. Apart from that bit, but that's for another day. And when I say Shizuma is hiding in the sofa, I literally mean, there she is. I'm trying to tempt her out with some dreamies. Good girl. Come on then. Come on then. That's good girly. Please come out. Look, you can have another sweetie. Have another sweetie. Good girly. Come on. I'll get you some more. I'll get you some more if you promise to come out. That's my good girl. Come on, Shizuma. Come on. Come on. It's taken us about 2.5 hours to get this far, honestly. This is what we do for our nervous cats. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Go on. Go on, you're okay. Go on. You'll be fine. I'll come out too. I know. Oh.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, you like it. Come on. It's okay. Good girlie. Yeah. See? You do like it. Yay. Good girlie. Good girl. Yay. And when she's really happy, she'll roll around, but she's going to be like this for a little while yet. You going to have a little scratchy on the floor? Uh-huh. Good girl. Oh, run away. Oh, you going to have a little rolly? A little scratchy on the floor? I nearly did. You nearly did then. Go on, it's nice and warm. No, run away again. You sniffing the flowers? Oh, Bob.
Yeah, so it's the end of the day. Well, it's not the end of the day. It's coming up to 5 o'clock now. Yes, been sat outside and stuff and been pottering around and, you know, all of those things that make a good day. But I'm going to be heading out in a bit. So I thought I will do some more things going out to end with. Just a couple of things. So a little glass crystal necklace by Aurora. That sold for £9.34. This cool retro modernist necklace. That went for £11.89. A job lot of costume jewellery went for £16.99. And on Etsy, a sterling silver and amethyst necklace went for, I think, £14.99. And yeah, there we go. That's it. So I'm going to package these up. And then I'm going to eat my leftover Indian. Because we had Indian takeaway. I'm going to eat the rest of it now. And then I'm going to get picked up at 5:30 and go out. Yay! You going to say hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yippee.
Yippee. Mark's been busy today, haven't you? You've been doing hard work.
Very busy.
Very
complicated things.
Very
complicated.
Looking at graphs and things.
Mm.
Oh, tiny violin. Yeah. Okay, so enjoy your evening. I will be having a listing day tomorrow, so probably not vlogging unless there's a change of mind. Mum is up for going to Abergavenny on Wednesday, so should probably see you then if again plans don't change. But yeah, bye bye now, bye bye.